Well, that may be the one of the greatest UFCs I've ever seen, in my opinion. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Pulse Metrics channel. Today, I'll be giving you guys my UFC 300 reactions. So basically, I'll be rating each match and giving it like whatever number out of 10 between 1 and 10. But as always, quick disclaimer, if you disagree, please leave a comment down below saying what you agree and you disagree with. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Alright, kicking things off, we have Bo Nickel submitting Cody Brundage, and I give this one like a 3 out of 10. Look, the fight was too short because that's how good Bo Nickel is. Honestly, that is the first time in a while that I've seen Bo Nickel that uncomfortable fighting someone. Like, 5 fights. 5 fights in his career, I've never seen him like that, in my opinion. But overall, the reason I rank this way too low is because the match the fight, it was too short. We didn't really see enough for me to rate it high. But however, Bo Nickel still looked dominant on the ground, striking everywhere. And yeah, Bo Nickel, he's going to be a star for a super long time. Alright, next up we have Arman Tsarukyan defeating Charles Oliveira. This is the only one I got wrong of the night. And this one gets a solid 7 out of 10. Charles Oliveira was clearly not in shape. He was clearly not ready for this fight, and he still only lost by split decision, I didn't really, care too much about this. I was almost falling asleep because it was almost midnight at the time. But, Arman, he looked pretty good, and he really deserved that win. But Charles Oliveira absolutely made me look foolish. In the last video, I defended him, but this is the last time I ever defend Charles Oliveira. 7 out of 10 for sure. Alright, next we have Max Holloway winning the BMF title by knockout against Justin Gaethje, and this one gets a 10 out of 10. I watched the fight back, and honestly, this may be the greatest fight in UFC history. Like, maybe. It's at least top 3. Max, however, he looked dominant during the fight. He was up 4-1 round-wise, and once you thought that the fight was going to end, we were just going to have a normal decision, Max points at the center of the cage, and then they just start throwing hands. It was almost uncomfortable to watch. But at like the very last second of the fight, this is the most historic thing about the fight. At the very last second, Max lands a right hand and drops Justin Gaethje. Gaethje's out cold, and we have a new BMF champion. Look, I cannot say it enough. Max is like one of the greatest featherweights and one of the greatest fighters we have ever seen. Give him a shot against Ilia Topuria before he retires. Alright, next up we got Zhang Weili defending her title and beating Xiaonan by unanimous decision. To my surprise, it was a unanimous decision. Hey, this fight gets a solid 9 out of 10. I could not be more wrong about this fight. This fight was insane. I watched it back. Zhang Weili looked dominant, but Xiaonan, she put up a good fight. And it was really surprising to me how she won by unanimous decision. It wasn't that dominant of a performance. Both women, they absolutely put it all out there, but in the end, Zhang Weili got it done, and Zhang Weili may be the greatest bantamweight women's fighter of all time. Not bantamweight, strawweight, excuse me. She's had a run. She's had 2 runs, actually. Zhang Weili, I wasn't really caring going into this all that much, but hey, they made me care by the performance they put on. Done. And finally, we have the main event. Alex Pereira knocks out Jamal Hill in like the first or second round. I can't really remember. And I'll give this one like a 5 out of 10. Again, the fight was a little too short for me to give it like a legitimate rating. And I cannot stress this enough. Alex Pereira is amazing. His kickboxing is insane. He could go down as like one of the best fighters of all time. He's got potential if, like I said, if he goes up and beats John Jones at heavyweight. You do gotta wonder though, what's next for Jamal Hill? I would say, you know, fight down a little bit. Do you have a rematch? Well, no, not rematch. Maybe fight Yuri Prochaska. Who knows? Maybe even fight Alexander Rakic. I'm not sure. But Pereira maybe going up to heavyweight and fighting there. You know, I don't think he really has a shot to beat Jon Jones. But if he does, it'll be insane. You know, looking back at the Tsarukyan fight, you know, you saw Jon Jones getting a little uncomfortable striking, so he took him down, and in a matter of seconds, Tsarukyan got choked out, and it was over. But, you know, Alex Pereira is not that easy to get taken down. I mean, you saw it. You saw it with Jan Blachowicz. I mean, he's not that easy to take down at all. And once you get in distance, he will hit you, and he will knock you out. It's happened with Sean Strickland. It's happened with Israel Adesanya. I cannot stress enough. Alex Pereira is amazing, and he is still your UFC light heavyweight champion. Alright guys, that is going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. This is just a quick little video to give you my take on the UFC 300. Oh, by the way, Aljamain Sterling won. Davison Figueiredo won. Holly Holm lost. No shocker there. Yuri Prochaska won. So yeah, overall, besides that Charles Oliveira fight, I scored a 100% on the entire card. You know, that's a little disappointing that I had that one fight that I got wrong. You know, I should have picked Arman, in my opinion. Charles Oliveira is getting washed up. You know, this could have been his last fight. I'm not really sure, but you know, it's almost time for him to retire. But really, guys, that is going to do it for this video. Make sure to slap that like button and smash that subscribe button. We're on the road to 100 subscribers. Hopefully, I can get it by the end of the year. You know, guys, I'm not sure what's going to happen, but we'll see. So without further ado, I'll see y'all next time. Peace.